Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosensia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even beloved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out The Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, makes great gifts 24/7, 365 for your family, friends, and loved ones. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mia Mosensia store for great books like Missing, Once and Wrinkles, also T-shirts, pop sockets, phone cases, hoodies, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia. Check it out today. Also support the Mike Wagner Show financially on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you give generously today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who's a CEO of a wonderful brand and also a licensed medical doctor with 16 years experience. He's involved in breakthrough research in alternative medicine and motivating patients to broaden their research and in today's medicine, which could not accomplish. And he's got a unique approach to maintaining optimal immune response and energy levels, health, and more. And the new product is a liquid dietary supplement with the powerful ability to raise pH levels in the body. And we'll talk more about that. And to provide all the energy, live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios somewhere in Central California, the amazing CEO of Balance 7, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ahmad Nooristani. Dr. Ahmad, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. I appreciate your time.
Well, it's great to have you on board as well, too. You've got an amazing product called Balance 7. You're the CEO of the wonderful product. You're also a licensed medical doctor with 16 years experience. You're involved in breakthrough research in alternative medicine, as well as motivating patients to broaden their research, what today's medicines could not accomplish. And you have a neat approach to maintaining the optimal immune response and energy levels. And your new product, which is Balance 7, is a liquid dietary supplement with powerful ability to raise the pH levels and also in a safe and yet all natural mineral and maintain a healthy immune system. And it's very important to have so in these times. We'll talk more about that. And before we talk more about Balance 7 and your amazing career, tell us how you first got started, Dr. Ahmad.
About which one? Me being a doctor or being a
product? Well, first of all, being a doctor, 16 years experience. I'm sure you didn't get it from just like that. So
I woke up, somebody just handed to me a stethoscope and it said, "Here we go. I got my stethoscope." Like, hey, take that, put it around your neck, and start seeing patients, right? So it has been an absolutely amazing journey. I think being a physician, I love it. I mean, I can't see myself doing anything else but, saving life. So I work as a hospitalist. I mainly work inside the hospital when I see the sickest of the sickest people. I also do critical care medicine on top of that. So I'm really seeing the sickest and the sickest of the sickest. So it is nonetheless, it's never a dull moment. Mm-hmm. So it's constantly challenging. It is an extremely humbling experience because no matter how good you are, you're not good enough, right? Because human body is so complex that no matter how much experience you have, you're always going to get hit for things that you don't know. You scratch your head, be like, oh my God, what the hell do I do now? You pick up your phone and start calling your colleagues around and say, have you guys seen this? Now you think with all the technology we have, with everything we have, we shouldn't be having that on a daily basis. But guess what? That's the conversation we have. And right now, especially with COVID being so new, that's all we do. What do we do next? I mean, there's patients dying. What can I do to save that? So, I mean, as much as it's rewarding, but it's also painful. I mean, it's stressful, especially when you lose patients at a younger age, right? I mean, just you can't get over that. So nonetheless, it's been challenging, but it's a blessing because you're going to save 100 lives, you might lose one. So there's solace to that, saving so many people on a daily basis. So I love it. I mean, I went to school for that reason, to give back, to make people healthy. There's no greater gift in life than gift of health. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do and how much money you have, how much fame you have. If you're not healthy, it's irrelevant. So it becomes to your health as a mainstay of you living, enjoying life, right? Living a life that every aspect of every moment of it is going to be meaningful to you, right? So my job is to make sure that happens, but I cannot do this as a physician without you being a willing participant, understanding and learning, right? How do you expand your mind, your brain beyond what you know? And that is challenging to everybody. And we, as a physician, we're no different. So for me, medicine, I've been practicing it for so long. I've been always taught to focus on drugs and trials and drugs and trials and drugs. And when you're done thinking about it, think some more about drugs and trials. So how do you get out of this mindset and you open the blinkers to the world outside, right? How do you allow yourself to say, okay, I understand it. These are the drugs that I'm going to take care of patient, but what else? So that journey, that question, that inquiry led me to say, okay, now that I know my drugs, let me see what else the nature offer, right? Because obviously everything that we see comes from nature, every disease. There's got to be solution within the nature. There's no way I'm going to see something that is not curable with the nature itself, right? Either we have to modify it or use it or, change it a little bit. So every disease has, every problem has a solution. And disease are no difference, right? So from that standpoint, I started embarking a few years ago. I started embarking the journey of alternative medicine to see where I want to really focus. I was looking for something that transformational to deal with problem completely at the base, at the root cause of all the problems, right? So I did a lot of research on CBD, been giving lectures. I'm a great product, by the way, great, and great things. And we could talk about it some other time. But about 2 years ago, a little bit 2 years ago, I was taking care of a gentleman in intensive care unit. He was sick with 3 different viruses. The chance of him making it was very minimum to none. So we took care of him. And then when he came out of ICU. We had a conversation. He told me about something about, hey, listen, you know what? I have this supplement that changes pH. So and I said, okay, let me see what it does. I said, why not? Let me just do my due diligence about it. And he looked at me, he goes, in 50 years that I had this, not a single physician wanted to even think about it or try it because they think it's ludicrous.
Really?
Yeah. So I said, you know what? Let me do my part before I say it's ludicrous or not, because I don't turn down anything, because I don't think anybody's crazy to develop something. There got to be something. So I dove deep into this process of why this product, why he's claiming what he's claiming, and why it should work. So then it just took me a rabbit hole of medicine, right? Then you come up with a solution that you figure out why it works. And it's so phenomenal, Mike. It's just amazing and unbelievable product that it deals with the problem at the base, at the root cause of every single problem that we're facing, right? Where we have high blood pressure, where we have diabetes, we have multitude of cancer, we have immune problem, we have that, all leads to something called chronic low metabolic acidosis. That's a big old medical jargon. What it means.
Or something, acidosis, that too. So.
There we go. Yeah, so that is acidosis. So in other words, that your body through time builds up this acid within your system. And those small changes within that pH level, or the changes with acid, contribute to so many diseases that we are facing right now this time. So if you take the disease process or diseases that are existing now, compare it to 60, 100 years ago, none of these things existed to this degree, right? Every year we're seeing that increase of cardiovascular disease, the heart attack, the strokes, the high blood pressure, the diabetes. Obesity goes up. All that stuff is adding on to more disease, but underlying issue is your acidosis, and you're absolutely right. So, go ahead.
No, what I was going to say about the acidosis as well, too, that, what are some of the examples of it? Like, where it comes from, like, say, like the past, like, say, blood pressure, cancer, or even like, stomach acid and everything like that. So what are some of the things that are causing this acidosis?
So the majority of it is environmental factors, right? And what we consume as a consumer, right? Our diet, pollution, drugs, legal and illegal drugs, right? So all of this contribute to acidity. For example, back in the days, and there's tons of data that shows that people who are eating vegetables and fruits are a lot healthier, and the rate of cardiovascular, diabetes, hypertension, cancer is a lot lower than people who consume a lot of meat. I mean, this is proven facts, right? So then you say, why is it so bad, be eating meat? I love meat. Do I eat meat? Absolutely, no question about it. Of course I eat meat. I love it, right? But it's how much of it I eat, how often do I eat, what else I eat with it? Is it my main dish? Do I, consume all the time? Sugars, think about it. Everything since invention of canned food, right? Since that time, every product has sugar in it. Every product that's refined in the can is going to have some extra added sugar in different form. They trick you. There's fructose, there's glucose, there's corn syrup, There's so much of it. Why? Because it's a preservative, right? And it keeps the shelf life of the product higher. All that is contributing to our bad diet, bad habits, and therefore we are suffering from it, right? Back in the days, you don't sit there and eat. You ate lunch, you ate dinner, and breakfast. That's it. You're not munching on a million things. You're not gonna sit watch a movie at 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock, and you're munching on whatever from Doritos to Tostitos to whatever else has come across, right? Because you're watching, you want to eat something, right? With this popcorn, with a drink. Look at the soda that we drink, right? It's huge. It's the most dangerous thing probably in the planet. Soda probably has killed more people than anything else in the planet because of how acidic they are. And we have done these tests where I could show you, I could pour a glass of, for example, any kind of sodas, and I could show you what the pH of that soda is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people say, well, your body's going to buffer everything. It's true. Your blood is buffering system, but guess what? It comes to a cost. It's like your body's continuously working so hard to fix a broken system, right?
Yes.
So your kidneys are on overdrive all the time. Your lungs are on overdrive all the time. Your bone has to contribute in order to buffer this acid. Sure, our bodies are amazing in doing so. But it comes to a cost eventually, right? Something is going to break down, right? If you're going to use water instead of gas in your car, okay, it might move a few miles, but it's going to break. And if you keep on adding a little bit, it might not break now, but in 3 years, it's going to break the engine. So, how you maintain that is a problem. And we have faced that for now 60 plus years of that. So by the time you hit the age of 40, 50, right, all this buildup slowly has happened. We have data now that shows kids at as early as age of 12 has coronary disease.
Wow. Oh,
right?
My gosh. Probably from too many video games or TikTok or Twitch or whatever, too, or even like or PlayStation, anything like that. Or even on the iPhone is probably too strenuous for them.
So you're not exercising, you're not eating right. Your diet, pollution. Look at that. I mean, you drive around big cities. I mean, it's just poison everywhere, right? Whatever you inhale, right? So everything is, you have to pay attention now to what you eat, where you go, how you do. I mean, it's just becomes so complex now to deal with all these issues. So the question becomes is like, what do I do now? Right? Mm-hmm. We are in this process. So I think, as a provider, as a physician, you're always trying to guide your patient in a certain path, but the influences outside that 15 minutes that you're going to see your physician is so much more, right? When was the last time you saw your doctor?
I would probably say about last month or somewhere around there, just going for a checkup. And of course, I've also noticed too that, most physicians will just take a look and say, okay, you're fine, or okay, you're going to need this. And then they just automatically write a prescription. And most of the physicians out there are just simply more interested in just writing out a prescription than trying to figure out the root cause and how to solve that. They'll say, oh, exercise, get out more, and don't worry. And it's like, and you're right. A lot of them don't get to the root cause these days. Either they say, do this, don't do that. It's like, just write a prescription.
There's a big reason for it, right? Back in the days, physician used to sit with you, get to know who you are, who you are, who's your family, what's your background, what you eat, how your lifestyle is. They had the time to do so. But this broken system, our healthcare system, is really broken. It doesn't allow them. They got a finite amount of time because you are now and 10 other people waiting to be seen every 15 minutes. Do I get to know you in 15 minutes? The answer is absolutely not. Do I make the right decision for you as a long term? Absolutely not. Do I deal with your issue right now? Sure. If your blood pressure is high, guess what? You know what? Come back. If it's still high, adios, right? So, but it requires time and effort for somebody to sit down with you and just kind of map things out for you, right? But the system is, as I said, as a physician, you're not going to survive if you spend that kind of time with your patient. Financially, you're going to shut, the door's going to be closed tomorrow. And it has happened. Thousands and thousands of physicians. Now, you don't see a lot of private practitioner anymore. Everybody's working for these big companies. And guess what? They have the little someone keeps on doing this on that physician. Why didn't you see somebody in 10 minutes? Why did you take half an hour? You do that 5 times and they give you a warning and say goodbye to your job. So I get it. They get it. So the problem is not that physicians don't want to spend time with you. The problem is that physicians don't have time to spend with you.
That is something I've seen the notice, and it's also tied to insurance as well, too. That's a thing that's also been tied in. Sometimes it's like they'll prescribe a certain drug. I've been hearing stories about kickbacks just to say, here, take this, take that, and you get a little kickback or whatever.
So the kickback, there's a lot of law passed, and back in the days, the new drugs come in, the companies invested heavily on kickbacks and giving physicians, some kickback if they prescribe it. Those days are gone now because it's extremely tightly controlled. Any you can't even give a gift of more than like $10 or so. You can't give any gift to any physician. That becomes illegal, and that's just jail time. So that's gone. But it's the more pressure is from insurance companies, right? Time. So you deal with what you can right now, So yeah, it's unfortunate, as I said. So it goes back to, once again, you see your physician for 15 minutes. Let's say you're generous, he spends 30 minutes with you. But you see him once a year. 99.999% of the time you're at home. You have to take care of you, right? Mm-hmm. And how we can do that. And then, as I said, there's a lot of external influence that affect our decision-making capacity, how we handle things, right? There's just so much of that. We get bombarded constantly. My God, can you see how many different type of diets out there? Hundreds, right?
Wow.
Everybody comes up with a different diet, right? It's good for this, good for that, good for that. You got to do this. You got to do keto diet. You got to do this diet, low carb, high carb, low fat, high fat, no carb. I mean, it's crazy. I don't even know anymore. I gave up on, all that. So, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, do you remember reading the New England Journal of Medicine? And I remember this a while back that you had like the New England Journal of Medicine that red wine's good for you, red wine's bad for you, chocolate's good for you, chocolate's bad for you, coffee's good, coffee's bad, sugar is good, sugar is bad. And yours is like, how do we decide?
Well, look, I mean, even now, look at that. I went through 20 different changes over a span of 2 years about COVID. Even wearing a mask is challenging. Wear this kind, wear that kind. Don't wear it here. Things evolve, things change. I get it. And nowadays, I say the problem is there are too many avenues of information. You got New England Journal of Medicine, you got Up to Date, you got Yahoo, you got Google, there's so many. You type in anything of that. There's so many websites. Mm-hmm. It is crazy where you can get information, how you can get information. And it's, Dr. Google is very famous now, right? And everybody comes in, they think they know what's going on, right? Because they just saw a part of information and they apply that. And sometimes that's not the correct way of doing things. And you do more harm than good. This is very challenging. It's very challenging at this time of at this era to stay healthy because the information that flows is so convoluted. And then just as a consumer, it's so hard to grasp on one or the other, because as soon as you go with that, you're going to read 20 things that's wrong with it. Mm-hmm. Then you go to this one, and then there's like 100 things wrong with that one. So you keep on going.
Oh my gosh, it's like a king scroll side effects and everything. It's like the side effects take up more of the TV commercial than everything else. Next thing you know, they're gonna have you do a quiz on side effects, or just rattle off as fast as you can, just like the old Big Mac days. How fast can you say the ingredients in 10 seconds? You get a free Big Mac. How fast can you do the side effects? You get the free whatever. So.
Yeah, no, it's just crazy, insane. Technology has changed. Medication has changed. We are getting better. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. We can diagnose better. We can treat better. Those are fine. That technology and advancement in science has happened exponentially, and it continues to do so, which is amazing. But also the disease are exponentially going up and becoming more and more complex. So, we keep on doing it. It's a game of cat and mouse, right? Mm-hmm.
And also makes a good balancing act as well, too. And for those that need higher energy to maintain balance, if you want to boost yourself, you want to enhance yourself and get into a balancing act, well, Dr. Ahmad will tell you about that. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by me and Molson Zia has garnered great reviews and even endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by me and Molson Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 30 podcast platforms. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas 24/7, go to Amazon.com and check out The Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/me and Molson Zia for great books, merchandise, and more. Amazon.com/me and Molson Zia. Also support The Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and The Mike Wagner Show with your generous gift. Make sure you do so today. We're here with the amazing Dr. Ahmad Nooristani, the CEO of Balance 7, a licensed medical doctor with 16 years experience here on The Mike Wagner Show. And of course, we're always looking for ways to get higher energy, boost mental awareness, and just have really good health as well too, and avoid going to doctors too many times. And he knows how to balance it, and he's also CEO of Balance 7. So talk about your product, Balance 7, and how'd you first got started, Dr. Ahmad?
So, Balance 7 is a highly alkaline concentrate solution, right? We all know, people think about alkaline water. It has become very famous in the last 15 years. And there's tons of data that says alkaline in general is better, healthier for you. So this is not an alkaline water. So I just want to make that distinction very clearly. It's an alkaline concentrate. It has the highest pH in the market, period. It is stronger by hundreds of degrees compared to anything is available. There's no question about it, right? So 11.2 is a very, very strong. So so we just take 1 ounce of this 3 times a day. You don't eat or drink half an hour before and after. So why it is important, right? We talked about acid and how dangerous it is and how the built up acid within the body has significant impact on your health. So how are you going to transform that? How are you going to change that? By bringing that acidity back to neutral and actually the alkaline side. So for those, viewers who doesn't know acid base on alkaline and acid, I'm just quickly going to explain it so people understand it. So we have, like everything else, we have a measurement, like a measurement stick, and that's for, pH in our system, right? Our blood pH. That's what mainly we measure. So it goes from 0 to 14. And 7 being in the middle, we call it neutral. Anything below that is acid. Anything above that is base or alkaline. Now people say, oh, I want to be neutral. Well, no, if you're neutral, you're dead.
Really?
And
I wasn't aware of that. Wow.
Well, I'm glad I'm teaching something now. Right?
This is good.
Yeah. So neutral within your body. So now your body, every part of your body is functioning at a different pH level. For example, your stomach is at 1 or 2 or 3 pH. It is so extremely acidic because it needs to be that acidic to break down food, right? Mm-hmm. Your skin, for example, deep layer is about 5 or 6, so it's very acidic. Not the top layer, the bottom layer, right? Mm-hmm. Your blood has to be between 7.35 to 7.45. It's an extremely tightly controlled. So as you can see, it's a more alkaline, right? Because it's above 7, right? So every part of the body function different at different pH. Now, when we talk pH, once again, we measure the blood pH level. So if it's 7, it's extremely acidic, you will die. You cannot survive at that pH, right? So acidity and alkalinity and neutrality is a relative term, and we have to be very careful where do we apply it to, and what content, and what do we mean by that, right? Mm-hmm. So, but in general, we want to keep our blood as much to the alkaline range above 7.35, right? Mm-hmm. And then above, but no more than 7.45, because beyond that also could kill you, right? So either direction, you're not going to survive. So it's a tightly controlled range in the bloodstream we're talking about. Okay. So from that standpoint, it's very important that we have to understand it. So this is not a big change. We're talking about minuscule change because it's a logarithmic change for every point. So there's a big difference between 7.3 and 7.4. So it's not just, 0.1. No, it's 10 times the difference between the pH. So it's it's a logarithmic scale. So the changes are extremely minute, but it has an extreme impact. We know for a fact that your body performed really better when it's slightly in alkaline range. Now, once again, your body does everything in its power to bring your blood pH to 7.35 to 7.45. And by doing that, where does it get it? Now, let's say you had a soda in your hand. I'm not saying you're drinking it, but we all love soda. We gotta drink it once in a while.
Everybody drinks soda, even the natural sugars out there from Mexico, like the natural sugar, Pepsi. My gosh,
everybody does it, right? So let's take that, and it's very extremely acidic. You drink it, and your body has to now work to make that neutralize it, right? So your kidney function goes up and works really hard. Your lungs are a little hard. Your bone has to work so hard to get the bicarb or the component to make it more alkaline, so it is safe, right? So once in a while you drink it, no problem. But if you drink it every day, you drink a bottle of it. Now the added effect, your body just keeps on working so hard. Eventually, things break down, right? So now, when you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, they're usually alkaline diet. I mean, they have a lot of pH that's toward alkaline. So it balances things out a lot better, give your body's opportunity to heal itself. Now, by any means, I hate every single kind of diet that is in existence. And there's a reason for it. It doesn't work because we're human beings. We have desires. We have needs, we have wants, and food is the most important thing in our life because that's the most important pleasure that you get, right? I mean, that's it. Nobody's going to starve to death. Everybody wants to eat. So you have to come up with ways that is balanced, in my experience in the last 15 years, and I have taken care of hundreds and thousands of patients. You know what? My success rate with weight loss is over 95%.
Really? 95? Interesting.
It's very interesting, right? And guess what? I don't have any I'm not saying, hey, I want you to do this. No, I just tell you, eat whatever you want. I want you to eat the portion, decrease the portion of it. I want you to add fruits and vegetables, calculate your calories, and then slowly shift from really bad things that I don't want you, like the sodas. But once in a while you drink it, that's okay. It's not the end of the world, right? You go out, you're going to have a couple drinking instead of one. That's fine. You go somewhere, you want to have a soda, and, that's fine. You want pizza, no problem, right? But don't do it every day. Right? Correct? So that's way your body doesn't crave, right?
And what about organic as well, too? That's been the big thing that's going on, organic.
So organic, I mean, obviously there's benefits in organic, but you have to define organic, right? What does that really mean? Does it really mean no antibiotic? Did you use antibiotic? Okay, you didn't feed your animal antibiotic, but the grass, how that grow, and did it have chemicals? And so there's a lot more to just organic. So yes, anything that's clean, that's better, right? Anything that's clean, that's better. The less, the merrier, right? So I'm all for it, but is it available to everybody? It's expensive, no question about it. Not a lot of people can afford it, right? And it's not available compared to everything else. So yes, people who have money, people have the resources, sure, of course, go get the best of the best and eat the best, right? But for general 90% of our population, that's out of reach, right? So how do you deal with the larger population of, how do we bring their health to a middle? 65% of our population is obese. 65%.
Oh my gosh, I've heard that number too. And a while back, they were encouraged to go out, take walks, ride a bike, or run, swim, lift weights, and go work out and everything. And of course, the events that happen too cause just about everything to shut down like that, all confined to the homes. Even Peloton doesn't even save you.
So people mix the two. And that's another misconception that I want to clear for your audience. I don't care how hard you work out, unless you're an elite athlete, you're not going to lose weight. Working out, you work hard, you do your Peloton, you do things, you're going to lose 300 calories, 400, okay, if you do. But guess what? One donut is 300 calories, and there we go. Your calorie that you lost, and you just gain it just like that after 2 hours of workout. That's it. You're done.
Oh, my gosh.
Exercise is important because you need everything else that comes with exercise. The energy level, the flow of the blood, the cardiovascular system, right? Your heart is a muscle. You're exercising that muscle. Therefore, you're making its pumping capacity better, right? The flow of oxygen to your system is better. So from that standpoint, you need to exercise. From standard weight loss, that's crazy. You eat more, there's no way on earth that you're going to lose weight by just exercising and eating more. Ain't gonna happen. So you gotta balance it too. Now that's extra 300-400 calories that you're gonna lose, but you eat something. So that's just you're not gonna lose. I guarantee you, there's nobody on the planet gonna lose unless you're an elite athlete, because their exercise is so intense and so long that they lose thousands of calories.
Mm-hmm. Right. And also helps with the alkaline as well, too, especially with your product Balance 7 as well, too. It can be for just about anybody. And once again, just tell everybody, how do they properly take Balance 7?
So Balance 7, once again, it transforms everything from inside, right? You take it 1 ounce 3 times a day, nothing to eat or drink, half an hour before or after. And that's when you get the maximum effect in it. I always say Balance 7 is a supplement. That's not going to transform you now all of a sudden get you healthy. You have to get, your diet and exercise with it. But what Balance 7 does for you, once you are taking it every day on a regular interval, it's a continuous reminder to you. And I'll tell you how it reminds you. That's extremely important for this product. The taste of this changes as your body pH changes. It is not going to taste good to you when you take it initially if your body's out of whack. That's a medical term, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
So I think it's going to taste bad, right? Because of the reaction that happens. As time goes on and you change your habits and you change your diet and you continue to take this, that taste also changes. And you're not going to feel the taste. You're not going to even really recognize this as a taste, right? And so it's always a constant reminder. I guarantee you go drink 2-3 cups of coffee and, go out, have some couple of drinks and drink that at the end of the night when you're going to do it. Guess what? It's going to taste really bad because they know that there's a shift of acidity has happened. So it's also a reminder to stay healthy, to eat healthy, to exercise, because it's a constant reminder. So it's a gauge. There's no product in the market that allows you to gauge your health on a daily basis, right? So it's a constant reminder that makes it so much more powerful. Now people say, it doesn't taste great. Can you change the taste? Sure. I could add some stuff and make it really tasty, right? But that's not the point. The point is that it is a reminder for you. And now tell me, so they say, what is going to do for me? And beside that, how does my patient respond to it, right? Mental clarity, the fogginess disappear, aches and pain that you get in the morning, those are gone. Overall, having a lot of energy during the day. A lot of my patients said, we used to take a nap. I'm so tired by 2 or 3. Now it's like, I'm like full of energy. And it's pure. It doesn't have caffeine. It doesn't have sugar. It doesn't have anything. It's just calorie-wise, it's 0 calorie. So it's designed to just transform you from within. People tell me, what does it do? I tell them always, Balance 7 doesn't do anything. Nothing. It allows your body to do what it's supposed to do. That's what it does. They just let your body say, okay, I'm going to fix you and you do what you're supposed to do, what you're designed to do. I'm help you to your own body to overcome all the problems. that it needs. So from that standpoint, you got something natural, something beautiful, something harmless that you could use and makes it part of your daily living.
Mm-hmm. And that's very important as well, too. We encourage everybody to get out there and pick it up. Where can we find Balance 7 at, Dr. Ahmad?
So you can look online at Balance 7, the word balance number 7.com. It's also sold on Amazon. And there's a section when you go to balance7.com, and that's Ask the Doctor page. And I will answer those questions for you. If you have any questions regarding a disease process or the product itself, I'll be more than happy to respond to your comments or questions on the website as well.
We certainly will do so. What's coming out for Dr. Ahmad Nooristani in 2022 and beyond? We'll find out just 1 minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. We'll be back with CEO of Balance 7, Dr. Ahmad Nooristani, after this time out.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley and I'm an American actress and a TV host, and I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe-Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to The Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with the CEO of Balance 7, Dr. Ahmad Nooristani, here on The Mike Wagner Show. Just a great product he presented out there, and talk about the health and everything else, and just amazing. And Dr. Ahmad, what else can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond?
So one of my goals is that actually I'm taking some time away from what I'm going to do. I'm still going to continue to practice medicine because I love it, but also focus more on this product and bringing it to the world, making sure that people understand the pathophysiology of the disease process and educate population in general about danger of acidity. I think education of population in general, and that's my goal. So I'll be in TV and radio, and I've been hosting multiple things, being part of, a podcast, your show, which is amazing. Thank you. And to reach as much audience as I can, because this is a generational, it's a generational, supplement that transform people in so many ways. And I like to give it out to the people, to the world, and make them realize what a powerful supplement this is, because of what it does, but also because it reminds you, it's a constant reminder so you could be healthy.
And that's very important as well, too, Dr. Ahmad. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
So the biggest influence probably was my mom. I'm from Afghanistan, for those who didn't know. And I came here when I was 14, but, living in Afghanistan, in a country where healthcare system doesn't exist, literally, seeing people dying, not having the resources, can't go to the doctor. Those are common things, right? So she was a big influence for me to push me through education and going to school and being part of that, till I grew up. In the last 5 years after I got married, my beautiful wife, Heidi, she has been just such a phenomenal partner that has pushed me so much and give me all the support and all the love that I need.
Wow.
And my little one, I got a 4-year-old who is absolutely an angel, and she didn't understand that at this age that, daddy has an important job to do, and she's being supportive. So influential life as a kid was my parents, obviously. And then now that I've been married, and she has been just a blessing for me. I do a lot of charity work. I have created clinics here and overseas for people uninsured, free of charge. So I'm taking care of people without them paying anything. I've taken care of thousands and thousands of people, not just overseas, but also within the United States. I have a couple free clinics. It's just a lot. And so I appreciate the family support and their input and allowing me to do, give back to the community, to the people, and make everybody healthy. And that's just amazing journey.
Oh, so amazing what you do. That is just fantastic. You're just a blessing. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point, Dr. Ahmad?
So, you know what? Make 2022, not just I hate New Year resolution, because every day is a new resolution. You should be focusing on your life, right? You just say, hey, I want you to focus on you. Forget about anything and everything else. And you say, make a promise to yourself. I want to be healthy. I want to lose weight. If you're diabetic, if you're hypertensive, I want to get rid of my medication. I have the capacity to transform myself completely to be a different, healthier person. I'm going to focus on exercise. I'm going to focus on what I eat, and I'm going to focus on what I eat, and I'm going to focus on what I eat. And then, so I could remain healthier and enjoy life, because without health, without gift of health, you're not going to enjoy yourself, especially now because of the COVID, because of your immune system is down. How you going to raise your immune system so your body ability to fight the viruses from outside is so much more that you could overcome these, simpler disease process. So being healthy, I think that this is it. The message is exercise, eat healthy, focus on alkaline diet, get your balance 7. There we go.
That's right. Yeah,
that's my jug in my work. So I don't leave home without it. Everywhere I go, I get this because I drink it several times a day.
Hey, we'll drink to that. We're here with Dr. Ahmad Nooristani, the CEO of Balance 7 here on the Mike Wagner Show. Dr. Ahmad, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Learned a lot from you. Looking forward to having you again soon. Just keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love to have you back on. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact, where can people purchase or check out Balance 7 and more?
So you can go online at Balance 7, the word balance number 7.com. You can look us up on Amazon, and we're present there. You're going to look for me. I'm going to have articles in Yahoo for those people. It's every week. I'm going to have one article that talks specifically about different disease process. Those questionnaire comes from audience itself. So I pick the most common question and I answer that very simply, and how to manage different disease process. So those are a weekly event, and hopefully we'll be in CBS soon, once a month or twice a month. We're working on that just to just to spread the word of health and what can we do, simple ways to make sure that everybody is healthy. So I be out of job. Nobody's sick. Doctors are not needed.
Certainly will. Once again, Dr. Ahmad, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you soon. Just keep us up to date. Keep in touch. We'd love to have you back, and like to wish you all the best. And you've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate your time, your enthusiasm, and I love it. I love it. This has been exciting. Thank you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host, and I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.